Hi and welcome to this episode of Sailing Frida Visby. In this episode we will do some excursions. I will have Lucas and Miguel from a different perspective, actually the horseback. We will do some white sailing to Santa Maria, so watch it all to them. Thank you for watching.
This is Sailing Frida Visby, cruising the Northeast Atlantic Islands. We have quit our working life to see the world from our sailboat, and we want to bring you with us.
My name is Anders.
I am Peter, and this is Litsa, the truly free spirit on board. Lotta and I went horseback riding at the Horse Center Quinta da Terza. This farm is run by a Swedish couple that decided to move to the Azores 20 years ago. I'm a bit nervous because it's more than 10 years ago since I last been on a horse. Thank you. Bye-bye. We were out on a 2-hour tour, just Lotta and I with the guide. But I didn't need to worry, the horses were very calm and well behaved. So I actually had time to enjoy the beautiful forest we were riding through. We were also trotting and canter a little bit when the terrain was good for it. Pardon? Lotta? Are you good?
Yeah. Now, if you want, we can do a trot.
Yeah.
Now, and here, we do a run.
Oh, what a view! So beautiful!
You can see like Goa. You can see the beautiful ocean.
We did get to experience some spectacular views.
When the weather is really, really good, you can see Santa Maria, the
Ah.
island here.
It was an amazing feeling to ride among those high stone walls and see the landscape from the horseback. Almost all the fields on the Azores has this kind of stone walls, which gives a bit more of protection to the crops and animals. I had a GoPro on my chest, so I had to turn around in the saddle to give you a view of the sides. And when we canter, it will point on towards my hands and ground and be very shaky. Yeah. And sometimes on the path we got in really close contact with the environment. This is dense green forest.
Yeah.
But the tour also made us ride through some small villages. The guide told us that the flags were for some kind of festival, but I forgot what it was. But those villages are far away from tourist hotspots, so it feels very genuine. On the tour we saw lots of those yellow-red flowers. I don't know what they are called. It was Lotta's dream to ride on the Azores, and we really enjoyed the tour, and it gave a different perspective and experience of the island.
Ja, du var duktig. Ja, god. You want to be on camera, yeah. You're that kind of horse? Yeah.
Thank you so much for the tour. It was really fun.
Oh, that's good. Thank
But
you.
I don't think I will be able to walk tomorrow.
We became friends. He took care of me.
I think the guard dogs are a bit tired. It's not all sunshine on a boat. This is a rainy day.
It is raining. It's really raining, and of course we forgot to take in this. We normally put them here under the spray hood, but we forgot.
When it rains on the Azores, it surely rains a lot. So today we will stay inside and watch lots of YouTube videos. To increase the cozy factor, I made some fresh baked scones. And we actually enjoyed sitting inside and listening to rain while eating them. I was also cooking some seafood aboard.
We have, in the beginning, butter and garlic and herbs that I fried a little bit, and then added the mussels and the shrimps and just let them stir fry a second before I added some wine from Portugal. I can add a little bit more wine, a little bit of water, and the cream.
It only needs to boil a few minutes.
So mousse the creme with shrimps. Doesn't it look delicious? Dinner! Clams or mussels, shrimps, and a garlic cream, butter and wine sauce with Azorean cheese and butter and fresh bread. And to that, a vino verde. Yeah, Lisa, you want to? Huh? You also want it. Does it smell good?
After being inside, I needed a walk in Ponta Delgada, and I also found a botanic garden.
Perfect match in the pattern of the fountain.
Look at those ornaments made out of lava stone.
I just got recognized by our boat neighbor, so we just had a little chat. It's so nice with the sailing community. I'm out on a walk and actually walking through a lovely garden. Look at this. I don't know if this is bamboo. A fun thing about both Madeira and the Azores is there's lots of plants from all over the world, because the seafarer, they're collecting plants and they planted them here some 300 years ago. So you can see a lot of exotic plants just by walking in a garden like this. Like this tree. That's from North America. Those plants are from Asia, and it looks like bamboo over here. Yeah, bamboo. Huh. Wow. Now, this palm tree is from Central Africa.
Look at this, I'm 1 meter and 80 centimeters. It's absolutely huge. I moved the camera to give you an even better perspective of its size. Yes, it's a long walk.
This is an amazing park and it's completely free. There exists another park for which you actually have to pay.
We rented a car together with Yentumara and visited one of Europe's tea plantages and tea factory. There's actually 2 plantages and they're both on São Miguel. Do you want to know what happened to your tea bag before you got it? Well, come along on this tour. the fresh leaves are chopped and dried. The machine actually worked like a giant hair blower.
It's very warm in here. Has a lovely smell. Fresh and a bit sweet at the same time. Here they bag it, large bags. Is that
Don't smell of tea.
pardon me?
Handarbete.
Okay.
Gå in och kolla på det.
Go in and check it. I just want to see what this is. Looks like some kind of oven.
When the leaves are dry, they are brought in here where they're actually sorted by hand by those ladies in red.
Doing by hand. Nice. Really good.
In the shop you could buy those cute little tea bags. They're also sewn by hand. And of course I did. Now when you know how they process the tea, it was time to make a walk through the tea plantage.
Hello, friend.
There's a lot of cows on the Azores.
It is up here. Up, up, up. And now we have left the tea plantage and are in the forest. It's beautiful. It's far down here. And it's up, up, up. Continue upwards. Lots of things. The peak is behind the next bend. I don't know if it's.
Don't kill me if it's not.
No, it might be wishful thinking because we're getting a bit hot and a bit sweaty.
It was a great view behind the next bend, but we need to continue up, up and up. Another bend and another beautiful view, but we are still not at the top where the trail down should be. Anders thinks the trail is lurking on behind those trees.
Continue.
So upwards we go. Okay, we found the path down and it turned out to be very small, muddy, very steep. I don't know if the guys are beginning to get hungry, but they're talking about hamburgers. We are trying to Google the name of those machines used to cut the tea bushes like this. If you know, put it down in the comment section. not tasty at all. Just Eventually we got back to the car and it turned out that our trail wasn't the easy one, it was the hard one. This tour goes to Zetterstøyrådet and the Green and Blue Lake. This is the abandoned luxury hotel. I don't know the story behind the abandoned hotel, but if you do, please write it down below. But I do know that this viewpoint is called the King's View to honor the King of Portugal who visited this place with his wife. They fell in love with this viewpoint where you normally is the best possibility to see the Green and Blue Lake. But the weather condition wasn't optimal for us, but you can see in the inserted picture how it usually looks. The two crater lakes are situated 259 meters above sea level and the maximum depth is 33 meters. The combined surface is 4.35 square kilometers. Then we continue to the western part of the island. When you drive on São Miguel, you will see lots of hortensia. It's the national flower of the Azores, and it's easy to understand why, because they are everywhere, growing wild. In Sweden, it's a quite expensive garden plant that we keep in specially protected corners of the garden. I don't know if cows can enjoy a pretty view, but if they do, the Azorean cows must be among the happiest in the world. Now at the Thomas Ferreira, and I'm standing next to the sea, but also in a lava field. São Miguel is known for its black lava, and in this spot you can really see it. And the water in this particular spot should be heated by a thermal vent, but I think in those ways it's pretty cold anyway. Now we are going to eat. I think we will survive. They look really good. This sign says that this is actually a good spot for swimming, but not when we were there. First I didn't notice anything, it was just a beach with some crashing waves, but I was actually in danger of getting hurt. This looks like plastic, but it is Portuguese man of war, and they sting really bad even on land, and they have long thin threads that I couldn't see. But we managed back and we drove back to the boat. After all that fun, it was time to squeeze in a tiny bit of boat work. Lubricating all our blocks, it's been squeaking quite a lot when we have been managing the sails.
Mest bara för att se vad som händer.
Grilled burgers in good company, and the guys are looking at the weather forecast for
As always.
the trip back to the mainland, but we are not going yet.
Ja.
Time for one last excursion. We go into a lava tube at Gruta de Carvalho. This is a cave museum, and there was also a lava tube. Really cute, Anders.
Yeah, as always.
New style.
Taking the stairway down to the lava tube, I was thinking of a harder version of Stairway to Heaven, but it was actually quite nice down in the tube.
I believe it's not cold for you.
Oh, it's fine.
Super fast to move to this cave. Yeah. Okay. No elevators to move down. And I think this is good because give us idea.
As the guide points out, the lava tube is just 2 stairs below ground level. But it's 1,650 meters long and 8 meters wide at the widest point. We're glad that we took the short tour because this is hard to walk on. The lava tube was discovered in the 16th century and is classified as a national monument since 2005. De är fuktiga
Ja,
och alldeles lena.
det är därför som
Prova att röra på
de
dem.
växer. Jo, men det är det som gör att de växer. Det blir längre och längre och längre.
Different colors, we have nice textures, but everything that you see here, it's the same thing like you have in your country, stalactites. It was from this side, okay, and was moving to Ponta Delgada city.
Fun and not that hard, but you still have to be quite good at walking because the floor is very uneven, even on the short and easy tour. So, but it was well worth it, and it was a nice guide, and it's a bit exciting to see what the earth can do. We can't leave San Miguel without doing another harbor mural painting. This is our second sailor painting. The first one is in Porto Santo. The tradition with sailor painting started out as sea graffiti, where passing sailors painted messages on the concrete wall of Porta. The tradition has spread to remote islands all over the world. It's seen as a way of securing good luck and fair wind, and some sailors also say that the sailor has to return. Now I mention a sightseeing object by the tourist office, and I had an American tourist that was watching while I was doing mine. This is our little piece of sailor graffiti on the Azores. If you see it, please post a picture in the comment tab. Time for us to move on. We are sailing to Santa Maria. So, we are making ourselves ready.
Yep.
So, we are just hanging a few lines. So we are ready to leave. Seems like there is a queue to the fuel pontoon. Leaving Ponta Delgada, but not the Azores. This is a sailing plan for today. It's going to be a 55 nautical long trip that will take approximately 8 hours. As you can see, it's a bit cloudy, so it's not like the perfect sailing weather, but we will have quite good wind, but the waves from a slightly different direction than the wind, so it can be a bit of a bumpy ride. Today I made it easy. A little wet sailing today. We had full water in the water tank that we have in the front, and it made her a bit heavy in the bow, and that together with the sea stage means that we have quite a lot of water on deck, and actually it's flowing all the way into the cockpit. Sleeping for a little while, about an hour's sleep. Made me feel a little relaxed. But when I woke up, Anders had discovered that we had water in the bilge. And it's not much, but definitely more than it should be. And we don't really know where it comes from.
helst vara samma där under ner.
Okay. So you're not cold. Så du fryser inte. Men då myser du.
Ja, myser.
There is my blueberry soup. It's quite hot, so I took the lid off to let it cool down a little bit.
Ja, Frida här. Men du säger att de har stängt klockan 17, kom. Ja, det har vi. Har ni provat 10 och 11, kom.
Now it's just docking, which is not just.